We'll take a look now at the 10 kilometre course for the 2015 Wangaratta Marathon and Fun Runs. Quite a different course this year as we try to alleviate some of the congestion that was experienced in 2014. So the 5 kilometre and 10 kilometre courses in 2015 are almost entirely off the marathon and half marathon course, with the exception of the residential section where we've got nice open roads and plenty of width there to be able to manage two-way traffic. So entrants initially will actually make 2 laps of the internal road complex of the Wangaratta Showgrounds, and that's always a lot of fun because those entrants no doubt will get a great big cheer as they pass through the start-finish area after they've completed their first lap. Then at the end of the second lap, they'll head onto a short gravel road here and go out the back gates of the complex, through a car park next to the netball courts, and over a nice stretch of grass area. This takes us now north and around the back of the netball courts and off towards College Street on the gravel road. Once we get to the Scout Hall at College Street, we turn left and we merge back onto the extension of the Ovens River Creek path, heading towards Park Lane now, across Park Lane and onto College Street. So though we're on College Street here, this is a one-way section only, and we'll very shortly turn into Phillipson Street. The whole lane of Phillipson Street will be blocked to regular traffic, and so we've got around about 7 metres of width here to be able to cater for entrants moving in both directions. So we run down Phillipson Street until we get to Cambridge Drive and go all the way along Cambridge Drive now. Great section this, as we get a lot of the residents come out and support the events in February. If it's a hot day, they'll be out with their hoses. If not, I'm sure they'll be sitting in their chairs on their lawns, cheering and carrying on, and any previous entrants will know how much of a lift that can give them. We continue along Cambridge, turn left into Trotman Drive, and head straight up Trotman Drive. Rather than merging onto the bike path that you can see on the right, we stay on the road, turn into Creekview End, continue almost all the way until Creekview End. Again, this entire lane will be closed to traffic. There's no residents on this side. Make a U-turn back onto the path and head basically back in the direction we came. Now this section of course that we're on now is shared with the marathon and half marathon entrants, but all will be moving in the same direction. So any marathon and half marathon entrants out on course at this stage shouldn't have any difficulty getting past slower 10k entrants if they do happen to run into them in their event. The event times this year have been staggered in such a way that the times when we will have the largest number of competitors out on course won't see clashes on the course. So it's all been quite strategically planned to make sure that we can handle large and growing entry numbers without having issues. So continuing up Phillipson Street now again, and about to turn left onto the cycle path along College Street, past Allura Nursing Home on the left, and it's just at this point where there'll also be an aid station, as there has been in previous years. Once we get to Park Lane, we cross over the intersection, but instead of going onto the cycle path, we'll actually stay on a narrow strip of College Street itself and head down towards the Northern Beaches. A new feature for this year, which has been positively and enthusiastically received by entrants to date, is the inclusion of this unsealed section through the Northern Beaches. It's a real hidden gem in Wangaratta, very well shaded, lots of wildlife and birds, and entrants are sure to enjoy this section of the course. And this is one way only and only used by the 5 and 10 kilometre entrants. The marathon and half marathon entrants, of course, remain on the sealed surfaces at all times. Heading back now towards the Ovens River path, and we'll turn left onto that path, but we'll only stay on it for about 100 metres or so before turning right at the pump shed at the back of the gun club and back onto the gravel road. There we go. And shortly we'll turn left onto the grass and merge back into the point where we came out on the 10 kilometre course, round the back of the netball courts again, across the grass and shortly into the back of the showgrounds complex. And that shows that the 10 kilometre lollipop section this year is around about 7.5 kilometres of the course. so not a lot of opportunity there for two-way traffic to have issues. Continue all the way around the internal roadway and then merge onto the finish straight where all entrance in all other events will finish as well. Off onto the grass as directed, into the back gates and through our new big finish arch and straight on, collect your medal and head off to the food and beverage area.